Hey guys, welcome to another week. We are now live. Hi Kon, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good,
Thanks
man.
for having me on board.
Kon's
Huh?
back in the car. I feel like I need to wear shades for this one.
Why, yeah?
Because it's just like starting a business during a pandemic.
Hey guys, those of you in the who are here with us, 16 of you guys joining, drop us a line in the comment section, guys.
Kon, does your shirt say "I am Kon"?
Yes.
I am Kon. I want to buy that T-shirt, lah.
Ah,
and then put "I am Kon" and then here's "Lan Firm."
wow. Damn win down.
Hey guys, welcome for joining. Thank you for joining us. We've got
Yeah,
Cyril
yeah.
Lim was joined us.
Ah,
Con also have new cut. Yes, everybody has
yeah,
got new
yeah,
haircut.
yeah.
We've become brave to go for haircuts. Yes.
Oh, I,
Uh,
I, I, I still not that brave. My mother cut my hair for me.
okay. I sent the barber. I said, "Okay, I want my side to be cut, and then I'll
Ah,
manage the rest. We'll figure out the rest." So got a few of us just joined us here. As usual, we'll do a round of welcome notes. Kanesan, staunch follower. Thank you, Kanesan, for
ah,
joining us.
yeah.
Okay. We've got SH Go here. Hi, SH Go. Welcome. We got
Yeah.
Guga Russian Tinaga. Hello. Good vibes. Yes, good vibes indeed.
Yeah, that's the spirit,
You
man.
know,
That is the spirit.
if anything, I want to get out from these calls and the sessions are to send out good vibes to the world. Get
Yeah,
inspired to go and do the
yeah,
thing
man.
that
Yeah, man.
disturbs you.
Yeah, yeah.
Stirs you. The stirs don't disturb. Stirs you. I think if it doesn't scare you or doesn't stir you, then what you're doing now is maybe not the right thing. You got to find something which actually stirs you. Stirs your emotion or whatever. Guga Rashan say how to focus on Grand Cabrio. I don't know. I mean, I'm rethinking the whole Cabrio scheme. I might something similar is coming, but in all good times, I've
Is
well,
coming.
not really, because I think being me.
Kon Lan from coming lah, meaning.
No. It's not coming. I mean, I won't say anything is certain, but I thought about this, and my good friend Mark is here. Hey Mark, how are you, man?
Hey,
And Mark and
Mark.
I had a discussion about what car suits me, lah. And I think for it to suit me, the car must be a car that's hustle. The car I get, and then the language I speak myself is, I may be here, but I want to buy a car that's here and speaks here. I want to hustle. I want a car that is like, you know what? Well, and they must see the car. They're like, you know what? You got a car way above what the car is worth, like, kind of stuff. I'm a
Hmm.
person of value. It has to be. That's why I like the old A6 hybrid. That's why I like the Boxster, because I see value
Hmm.
in them. You bring up, and it's something that's one off. So I
Hmm.
like that part of it. The
Yep.
Grand Cabrio, I'm like, maybe not, but definitely in
Hmm.
that grand scheme of things, something of a V8 or sort, So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see, Stay tuned,
Yeah.
and you'll know.
Oh,
Um,
we've got a guest from Japan.
Arigato. Okay. We have got obviously Agnesh here. We've got Tavin TBT. Thank you, Tavin TBT, for joining us. We've got Rizwan KL and obviously Anthony Montano. Hi,
Yeah.
Anthony. How are you, man?
Yeah.
We've got a few more people joining us. Okay, thank you for joining us. And if you like you're seeing, please share, and we will, talk more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
without further ado, let's go to our intro, and then
Mhm.
we come back. We'll get into today's topic. So today's topic
Okay.
is obviously
Okay.
about
Okay. I need to go
starting.
toilet actually. You're going to intro, right? Toilet.
Okay, I'll give you a head start. Go run.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, now we start. Huh? Hey guys, welcome back. So while Con goes for a break, why don't you guys comment on the wherever you are, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, comment on what is that one little business idea that you had and you want to take on, but you always like, should I do this now or later? Because again, I guess the issue is all of us, not issue, the thought process is all of us has an idea they want to start. We want to start a business to do certain things. Money will be there, may not be there, but we always think, is it the right time? And today the issue is not so much about the money, but so much the time. Starting a business at the pandemic, some might say it's the worst possible time, and some like Kon might say, you know what, this is an opportunity of lifetime, and that's where Kon has started his business now, as you know.
Not started,
Kon,
in the process of starting.
well, I think the fact you've made a commitment, you have made a decision forward, you're putting all the paperwork, maybe just give us an update on I guess where you are at this project, what it is, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so the latest progress is that today I actually brought my ID, my friend who was my college friend basically, who's now in the ID business. They specialize actually in designing ID for businesses, for shop lots, retail. So, I thought, okay lah, support a friend, then they support me. So I brought them to do the site survey, and I told them my budget, my rental budget, and they said, okay, this looks doable. We'll work something out. So right now, what the location of my business. This will be reviewed. I'll be revealing this later on. But for now, suffice to say that I'm subletting a space from a workshop owner. All right. So basically, we are more or less like I've more or less settled on the necessary terms with the landlord, and now we are just going to discuss on the commencement of the rental and whatnot. Okay. I have to thank Bobby for setting me up with this with this for hooking me up to this space. All right. And yeah, thus far I've gotten my company registered. All right. My business entity registered. I'm in the process of doing my bank account registration, because right now in the midst of COVID, right, the bank will not let you just walk in with like that. I have to do the online registration, and then after that make an appointment, then go to the bank and submit my documents. So that is pending. And of course, we know that Symphony Auto Care is our partner. Pro Nano Malaysia is our partner for this venture. So next week, I'll be heading over to their premises to commence training on the products, to familiarize myself with what product does what and how, and some of the other nitty-gritty things involved in setting up a car wash. So those of you regulars of Symphony Auto Care Pro Nano Malaysia in Bukit Raja, if you are heading there next week, I might end up being one of the guys washing your cars.
I might take up on that offer. My car needs a car wash, and and two of my cars are in the workshop, and they're both in PJ now. One in Ara and one in Taman Sri Mayang there. So yeah, after I pick up the car, I might come over.
Come. Give me a call first. Yeah.
So I guess coming back to the earlier point I was making is that all of us have got a intention. I think all of us want to be a business owner, entrepreneur. I think everyone that I know of has got a secret, or maybe a secret desire, or it's open desire. But all of us want to do a business of the sort. Everybody wants to be big and do business, and the money part that we can find, the idea part we have, but always the issue is, when do we do it? Do we do it now or do it later? Some people say it's never the right time. It's got to do it now. But I guess more often not, this is probably the lowest point. Some might think it's the lowest point, like because pandemic. But Kon obviously decided to go ahead. And if you have an idea of making a business, starting a business, comment in the section below. Let's see what are your ideas, and let's just talk among us. We've got Chin Sweet Home. Yeah,
look like a cafe I want to patronize.
Yeah. So his comment was, I contemplate on this. We're going to hide our faces, but it doesn't matter. We will read this again. I contemplate on starting a car-themed cafe situated among 3S4 center, where car enthusiasts can hang out while their cars are being serviced. and even thought about a name for the cafe, Car Fair. It's filled with reading materials on cars, books, and magazine. There'll be display of diecast, TV, a scale model, showing live stream. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is exactly like what they do in Sarawak with
Yeah.
Alex's place.
The Sunset Cafe and also Feast and Furious.
Before Feast and Furious was more of a car theme place.
Yeah.
The new place is more of a beachside kind of a hut, but they've got some artifacts for car artifacts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's definitely a thing. You're right. I think there is not enough attention for car lovers. But I guess the question again, when, I like that idea also.
Actually, right, I want to get on with Theophilus. I want to come back to Theophilus' comment. Theophilus, because Theophilus now is in Singapore, right? Theophilus, next time when you come back to Malaysia, you want to start this, you let me know. Because my eventual goal is not to stop at this one location, but to open a few more locations. And honestly, why I'm doing this is because of the whole Evo Club ecosystem that Bobby built with Horizon and all. So you see, the thing is that for me, I won't be starting just a car wash alone. What I want is I want a car wash, and then there will be other supporting businesses around. So right now, this outlet where I am, it's inside a workshop. My next outlet, maybe I can, like for example, right, I can have my car wash. You can have your cafe next to me, and this would be a hangout place for car guys, right? You come and get your car, leave your car there, wash, then walk next to the cafe beside and have a coffee or whatever. It's you run the cafe as an independent business. I run my car wash as an independent business, but our close proximity allows us to benefit each other and also to cross-sell each other. So let's say, like, I can charge in such a way that car wash, okay, come, go to here's a coupon, go to cafe and claim your coffee. And behind the scenes we belakang kera.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
Gary
has an idea, yeah.
I can show it. So throughout today's show, I'm going to play devil's advocate. So I think at points I'm going to challenge Kon's idea, not because I'm challenging him, guys. This is for the sake of the show. I'm going to challenge. So we're going to make it interesting, so I'm going to challenge the concept and why and all that stuff. So don't go and hate me. I'm not doing this.
Actually,
trying
for the
to
record,
explore.
For the record, guys, behind the scenes, Tana has been very supportive about when I brought up this idea about doing a car wash, and he has actually come up with some very fruitful, very interesting suggestions on how we can add value to the.
You'll see some tie-ups with myself with Kon also in this venture.
In fact,
we've got few other people who are helping out to do this. And again, so Kon, so this is it, and back to the place comment. So this is a car theme cafe and stuff, but isn't it easier to do, I guess, a more mass market concept? Because people say, like there's a question of, one is you should do a business whereby it's very like 10 ringgit car wash, cheap car wash, everybody can do. And there's the car wash which is more for enthusiasts. So like Influencer's idea was like, it's a cafe, you come in there, and for enthusiasts, there's all this stuff there. It's going to be a high cost item, it's going to be a premium stuff, right? So, and the other option is just open a normal cafe, better profit, but to get all this enthusiasm in a particular location, let's say to get into Sarawak or to get into KL or to get into Ipoh, it's going to be hard to come to a particular taman, right?
Correct.
So why you want to trouble yourself to make something? Again, guys, I'm playing devil advocate. Don't scold me. So why Kon? You want to go and open a business? It's so specialized. It's like middle of nowhere. You open. It's for car enthusiasts. People must come there to see you. Like, come on, it's like, and it's like people need to like really like these few fellas who are really special to come and see you. Isn't this more risky in your opinion?
You see, the thing is that if you open if you open a business that everyone else is doing, that is even more difficult because you will be challenging a lot of a lot of because so many people are doing the same thing. All right, what do you come in and offer and offer the what's your
Correct.
unique value proposition? All right, for me, because I have the benefit of access to the Horizon network. All right, I have marketing support from Horizon, the reach of our Evo Club car members. So definitely my whatever business that I do, my services should cater toward the taste of the audience that we already have
Correct.
in Evo and Horizon, right?
Mm.
So I mean, I can start a 15-20 ringgit car wash, by the roadside and all that. But at the same time, coming back to what you said earlier, Tana, sometimes the things you do just to stir your soul, lah,
Correct.
right? Right.
Correct.
And if it's just a normal if it's just like a basic car wash, I mean, no disrespect.
Mm.
Um, you see, the thing is that, right? I did start off with the idea of a basic car wash. I did,
Yep.
all right, because
Yep.
this is
Because
like
because I'm sure you did, because people who don't know corn,
mm,
corn is very practical about a lot of things.
mhm,
So corn is very practical. So corn is you go like, oh, you know what, this will do, this is basic, this is practical, we
mm,
need 7 seats, we need this. He very sometimes he's very
yeah,
practical about things,
yeah.
and but corn is going to a tangent. Corn is making something very unique here.
You see, the
It's a
thing is that
unique
yeah.
product, that you're
Mm.
coming out with,
You see, the whole. Let me share with you guys the whole thinking behind this. All
Mm.
right. What I want is ultimately is what Theophilus is saying here, and all
Mm.
in one place. I want to be to be on the pathway to set, something like this where car people can come and hang out. All right, and and do events. Maybe in the future we can use it as a future flag of sport for Evo Enduro, for example. All right. See, the thing is that why I do this. If I package this, all right, where I have it starts with a car wash. Okay, my long term thinking was it starts with a car wash, but the end goal is I want to ultimately build something that Bobby can look at and say we can use this as an Evo clubhouse.
Mm.
I will run it. All right, I will manage the P&L. All
Mm.
right, but I will be riding on Horizon. I'll be riding on
Mm.
Evo Club's database and uh,
Mm.
what you call it, viewership. Of course, Horizon and Evo Club will then will get some benefits in return, like in
Mm.
terms of
Mm.
revenue share or
Mm.
profit share,
Mm.
because I'm using the name that Bobby has
Mm.
taken the effort to build now,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I think people forget that if you think about everything that Resin has done before,
mm, mm,
never has it been to say that, oh, we're gonna build this business, and it's not the case. It's always about how do we empower people. I mean, you talk about Evo Club Insurance. It's
yeah,
about, you can be
yeah,
a person selling insurance. Evo
mm,
Club car wash, same thing. You talk
mm,
about your Firex, it's about how to safeguard you, and also
correct.
they're open to the idea of
Mm,
tie-ups and
mm,
packages, and I
mm,
think that Horizon, being a media company, is very
mm,
open to the idea of helping people to develop. And I
correct,
think Kon
correct.
I see that firsthand enough. I said, you know what, it's time for me to take my own pill. It's
Mm,
there. It's just time
mm.
for the taking. So yes,
And for me,
mm,
I believe is that I think lah, I've been in the working world since I started working in 2009, 12 years. So
go
I
nine.
mean I only have good things to say about all my
Mm,
past employers,
yep.
but I have to say that in my last 4 years with Horizon is the time that I've experienced the greatest trajectory of growth. This was the time that
Mm,
I really expanded my reach and my skill set far more than in my previous workplaces. So I mean the idea of wanting to be my own boss has been playing in my mind for the longest time, right?
Yep. Yep.
But what I truly wanted also is to also create a business that allows me to give back to Horizon, to Evo Club, this community that has nurtured me for so long. Because when I went to Bobby with this with what with I said I'm coming to this from the perspective of a perfectly happy employee. All right. But fact of the matter is the last 1.5 years, all our plans have been put on handbrake. All right.
Right.
And the fact is, if I want to, and I need my personal growth, I need to grow my income. So I can't be. This is not a time for me to go to Bobby and say, "Hey, can you give me a raise? I really need to buy
Correct.
that
Correct.
M5 soon." Right. So the thing is,
So do
how do
we
I?
want you to buy M5?
I'll tell you the story. I'll share with you the whole story of how the step 1, 2, 3, right, and how I arrived at this,
Yeah.
and how you were actually involved in this.
Me, yeah.
Yes, you had a role in this, bro.
I
In
didn't know about this.
during my thinking,
Okay.
you were one of the hantus actually, without realizing that made me go,
Okay.
yeah. So I've always wanted I wanted to start a business that makes me fully responsible for my own P&L,
Hmm.
but I want to still be part of the Horizon family. I still would be
Yep.
want to be part of the Evo Club family,
Hmm.
and to give back and to do something that allows me to benefit Evo Club as well. I was telling
Hmm.
friend that day that, hey, if this goes well, I can end up becoming your client instead.
Yeah.
So that's why, I mean, I could have go I've been the last 2 years or so, I've been thinking of, well, what sort of business can I do? But ultimately as we've been doing all these initiatives, then I look at it and say, okay, Evo, we already put in all the effort to build up Evo Club Car Wash, the
Correct.
brand. There's a recognition of the brand Evo Club Car Wash, but the pandemic has put a brakes on our progress every time. So I decided that, you know what, why don't I just tell Bobby, take me out of the company payroll, I'll manage this full time, and and I'll be responsible for the P&L. And if this business go well, Horizon gets a split of my profits.
Correct. Correct. Yep.
Mm, mm,
I mean, yeah. I think it was a very much a no-brainer. I think even before when we start promoting that,
mm,
I said, Kon said, how I said, "Ah, let's do it." I was like, "Yep, let's do it." I mean,
mm,
even for me to get into it was fine, but obviously the pandemic came and everybody stopped.
mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. We
But
had a
yeah,
conversation once
yeah.
upon a time.
Even I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
In fact, I look at locations and stuff, but it has to be something that you actually like, lah, because it's something that you want to be
Yeah.
there,
And and
and you got to be there, which
yeah, you
which
have
which
to
I
be there.
which I
The
wasn't ready to do. Yeah,
Yeah, the fact is, there's no getting around it. You have to be on ground, and that is why next week I'm actually going to Symphony Auto Care to get my hands dirty. The boss tell me, "Hey, Con, you want to wash car? You don't joke lah." But I say no, it's not about that. I mean, ultimately I can't be the one doing the manual work of washing cars, but I
yeah.
must have the expertise to know the products inside out, to know the equipment inside out, so
Mm.
that I can design the processes, so that I can be the one to do the QC, right? And if let's say like I spot something that's not right with the car, I can pick up the equipment and correct it myself.
Correct. You must be able to also know like where there is no wastage, because when it's not their money, it's like your father's money. They will just waste the material or the equipment
Correct,
and stuff.
correct, correct, correct.
And I think wastage is one of the biggest problem.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, manpower. A lot of I've been talking to a lot of friends who are doing business
Mm.
or have experience in business. Manpower is always the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Always. Mm. So
Yeah.
and the thing is, washing cars, all right,
Mm.
is not a. It's a labor intensive process. It's not a very glamorous job per se. So the idea is, how do I entice good people to want to come and work with me?
True. I think
Mm.
end of the day, you, the business must attract people to come to you either as a client or
Correct,
as a staff, and they must feel that this is something that they want to put the time into it, like,
correct,
because they
correct.
all stakeholders, whether it's your staff or it's
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
your clients, they all they want to be there,
Correct, correct.
why should they spend time being there, I think
Yeah.
that's
So
the
so
part.
definitely, even at this stage of my business planning, employee welfare is something that is very high on my agenda, because
Mm,
I want to be able to tell my customers, I pay my team members well. All right. I treat them well. I make
mm,
sure that they are able to work comfortably,
mm,
so that you can be assured that that your car is in capable hands. That the people working on your car is somebody who is skilled,
mm,
who is well paid, and who is trained to take good care of, to handle your car with absolute care.
mm. They mustn't be like always go to corner. They know that anybody who's in that place, it's okay. They will
Correct.
look after my car.
Correct.
They know what they're doing,
Correct.
Yep, I
And
see,
the
I
thing
see.
is that, yeah, and the thing is that ultimately, I need to be able to free myself from the manual work, so that I can go out and fight for business to bring back the business, and pay my staff more, and pay my team members more.
Correct. Only if you're outside will you be able to kind of develop more,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah. But the know-how of the actual nitty-gritty of what makes a car wash work, and what are the processes involved, that also is something that I must capture in here. Whoa!
I was
Oh,
trying.
yeah.
I tried for a different picture.
Oh,
Oh, it's too big, lah.
yo.
I'll come back to that later.
Oh,
Sorry for
yo.
yeah. So I was trying to get the same picture car, but you're right. It is very different, lah, because anybody who is just focused on building a business because of the money,
Yeah,
yeah, you are just going to end up in failure. I think what you're doing is that there's a passion there.
yeah,
There is care for the people who work for
yeah.
you. There's a care for the product you give out. And
Mm.
when you do that, I think people will come and gravitate towards you. Um,
And and let's say hi to Benny.
hey Benny, how are you, man? Benny,
All right.
I can't wait to come and see you. So Benny has a Porsche driver group. Benny is the admin there. He started the group.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to go and pick up my Porsche
And
drivers
Benny
group
Benny also
contacts.
runs a car wash in Montiara, right? I believe.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
3M authorized
Yeah, yeah,
retailer.
yeah. This one also very atas place. This one,
Atas place.
atas place. Benny and I used to be colleagues once upon a time, for a brief
Really?
period during our
Oh,
college days. Yes, yes.
I see. I see.
We have known each other for a few years already.
Yeah.
So Benny Desa Sri Hatamas.
Thank you, buddy.
Benny, it's
Okay.
okay. You can promote yourself. Type
Promote
the name of your
type of name company will show.
yeah, your
Yeah,
company in
we
the
yeah.
comments.
I'm looking forward to go to Benny's place. He's got
Yeah.
the awesomest cars coming. Awesomest, if that's a
Oh
word.
yes.
Car going
Yeah.
to his place, Ben's
Ben's
Garage.
Garage.
Please
Ben's
come
Garage.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Come
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, and I think Benny's another one because Benny also started during the pandemic, right?
Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
He also
Yes.
started the
He
pandemic and
started very recently. I remember bumping into him at one of our weekend morning drives. He had a chat in. He and I had a good chat, and then he was telling me about this. And next thing, Pap, our friend's business sudah up and running, washing Porsches lah, every day and whatnot.
yeah, and every day that there's a Porsche in his place there.
Oh yes,
But
yes, yes.
but yeah, I think like Benny's done a good job because he's attracting that whole community. He started the framework behind it, the Porsche drivers
Yeah.
group, and that's example of how you guys should start business.
Yeah.
I think there's
And-
never a good time to start business, but
Yeah.
the fact even in this pandemic, sorry, Pokon, is
No,
going
and the
there.
thing is that,
Yeah.
like what you said, Benny is part of a Porsche driving group, right?
Hmm.
It makes more sense for him to have started off with a premium car wash, all right, where
Mm.
where for starters, he already has access to this Porsche drying group that he can promote his business to,
Mm.
and they can go and and his friends, all right, will spread the word about his business to amongst their other well connected, well heeled friends as well. For
Correct.
him to start a 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit car wash, he is not the people that he mixes with don't gel with that.
I guess it's this like Con. See, yeah,
Hmm.
um, whatever you pay for today,
Yeah.
how do you value the return? For example,
Mm.
um, like I don't value paying like a 15 ringgit coffee in Starbucks. I don't
Mm-hmm.
value it. I know people who say, "Oh, Starbucks is the best," whatever. I don't enjoy it,
Mm.
but I enjoy paying 15, 20 ringgit coffee
Mm.
in like small little cafes which make
Mm.
good coffee.
Mm.
Even if they're cheaper or higher, whatever, I appreciate that more because why? It's a small space. I go there, sit down, and enjoy my coffee. I like that. You see, um, and I think that's the way it's going because we've gone to the point that everything is online. I can pick up a phone and I can be gratified by something online today in
Yeah.
Lazada or whatever. But I won't get the same treatment of going to a place by my friend's place. I go there and meet up my friend.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see a
That's
picture on the
the.
wall. I see
Mm.
I see the picture of a Ferrari there or a Porsche on the wall there.
Mm.
So
Mm.
nice. Uh,
Mm.
I will pay the extra because it's
Yeah.
more than just the money. It's
Yeah.
just the fulfillment that you
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
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 See, Ben says only 80 ringgit for Boxster. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
start at 18 ringgit.
I already have got people lining up to offer once I go there. So Thomas has offered to give me a car wash.
Ah,
Benny said, "Come on, car wash." And I got Kon car wash. So I think I'm gonna line up my car wash
no,
trips.
Tana. My offer for you only valid for the Grand Cabrio.
Oh no, it's okay. No, it's okay. I'll pay. I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay. I don't want free. Another thing there is I don't believe in free stuff. I will always pay my friends. In fact, I think you should rule that friends pay extra. You know, friends should pay extra. When you go for your friends opening, to support them.
Yeah.
And networking is very important.
Yes.
You
Yes.
you you you'll be shocked how much of business happens just by networking. You know,
Correct.
uh,
Correct.
Mark
And
Francis, for example. I'll pick this example. Where's Mark? Sorry, I have to find Mark's name here. If I can find it, Mark Francis actually works in SMW. He's come on my show a couple of times. Here we are,
mm.
and yeah, people have bought wind properties and stuff. So
Well, when
not
there's
just
a profile picture like that, I buy properties from him too.
yeah,
Come
so
on,
so
come on. You look at his profile picture and you look at this. Who will you buy property from? I buy from him. This guy, wash car can lah.
correct. So what the point is, people have to help their friends.
Mm.
you know
Yeah.
and I think the whole Evo Club is a great community. I mean, you'll
Yeah.
notice that even on Evo Club,
Mm.
on the Facebook page,
Mm.
everybody posts stuff on there. Hey, can I have this? Can I
Yeah.
help me out? There
Yeah.
is no limitation to say that, oh, we only promote stuff for Horizon.
Yeah.
There is no limitation to say that we only post articles there from Evo
No.
Malaysia.
No.
It's not
No.
correct.
No.
We got articles there from whatever is coming there, and
No,
it's an
it's
open platform.
basic. Yeah. Basically, we interact with our audience like friends. I mean, Tana, you were once our audience too,
Correct.
right? Now
Yep.
you have
In
come across.
I'm now I'm proud to I want to say, like, I want to flex, like, guys. I'm
You're
now in
part
the
of the
inner
fam.
I'm proud of the inner circle, guys. I'm the
Yeah,
inner
you're the
circle.
fam, yo.
I
But
uh
Tana, I have to say this, like having you on board with us has been great. I love the energy that you bring.
mm,
I love the that entrepreneur mindset. That you always seem to have this knack of, so when you see a business opportunity, right, suddenly your mind just got
yeah.
you are like rolling through the gears at
because
super speed.
because because my background has been doing that for my clients. My background has
Mm-hmm.
been I've been into I've been a tax manager, had a tax
Yeah.
firm. I've
Mm,
been a company secretary. I've done all this stuff,
mm,
and a
mm,
lot of them come to us like different businesses, and we give them consultations, what can do,
mm, mm,
statutory wise. So it's comes part parcel of doing that.
mm,
But I can talk and give you ideas of what to do. but the gung-ho-ness or taking the step forward to do it, that's all you got. You know, I think you know, it's you are taking the leap of faith and not
Yeah.
going for it. You know,
Yeah.
and yeah. So we've got Mike Yap joining us here. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Mike.
You know, I like how Timothy says, you know, our passion towards car can be valued in appreciation by ringgit, than value in Singapore. I don't know about that, lah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but definitely, guys. I think the what we should take away is that it's never a good time to start a business.
Yeah.
As long Kon talks about earlier, you gotta be unique, a unique value proposition. There's a term for this when you talk about business. It's called barrier to entry. So any business that you create, it's not as important for you to create a business that's good, because if your business is good, most likely it's already been done before. But let's say on the remote chance to do a business that is good, okay, if you don't set up barriers of entry, you don't set up walls, what happens? Once you build a good business, everybody will copy. You know, so Kon's business is, I would say, more than a car wash. There's car wash, detailing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that are coming out. I won't spoil I won't spill the beans, but he's got certain things there that if, let's say, I or someone else were to replicate what Kon does, they can't, because Kon has a certain magic, certain thing which a competitor cannot copy.
Yes.
Very difficult to copy. Very difficult to copy what he does.
I'm the only car wash that is backed with 150,000 likes on Facebook.
Yeah, so that and it's small, you know, he knows what his stuff doing. You have an engineer here who's going to go behind the scene and look at the mechanics of things. So what's right and what's wrong, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is that ultimately, you know, I'm also I'm probably the only car wash that also has a media voice, which gives me access to unique opportunities that other car washes are not able to explore.
So I guess the same way, anybody going to business today, I guess I see this as a good time, because I think a lot of companies out there, 30% of all business actually close down the main stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's a quite big scale number. Like, you know, we had a comment earlier from somebody who says, you know, he closed his business down. I'm very sad to hear that. You know, Lee, Kai Hing, you have our sincerest, you know,
but I believe, I hope that that you recover from this,
correct,
and,
you know,
and you make a comeback, right?
Yeah, correct.
One of my seasoned entrepreneur friends told me that, bro, whatever it is, you fail or whatever, don't give up. Just keep going.
Correct. You know.
Yeah.
So it's the fact that now of all times it's probably the best time ever, because there's a ratio there. I think it's like 80%. I think 80% of all businesses that register at SSM close down after 1 year.
Yeah.
80%. You know. So because a lot of us they do business, but they all fail. But you know, we should focus on the one who succeed, you know, and because as I said, like, they keep on doing it again and again and again.
Yeah.
And you see, and now is the best time because things are opening up. People want something. People want to spend money. People are just freaking bored. If today you give them I'll give you an idea. If today you provide a solution by you say, you know what, I will take you on a drop the top drive on a Saturday afternoon for $200. You know, like I get a 4-seater drop top, you know, 2 people can come there. I drive you around, go for picnic and stuff, you know. And you charge, let's say, $500 for that half a day. You know what? People will pay for it. Because you know why? People want the kind of experiences, you know, to go out and see places and do stuff. For you, going to get KKB is normal. For them, going to KKB and see places is wow.
It's an occasion.
It's an occasion.
Yeah.
So the point is, I think, is that we are closer to opportunities that we realize is all around us.
Correct.
You know, and now people also want to pay money. They want to spend. You know, guys, you got to go out there.
The thing is that I think we have seen that humans are resilient. All right, the pandemic has changed our lives in a way we never imagined. Some of these changes are permanent. our generation will now, right, forever be extra sensitive, extra alert toward good hygiene practices, towards keeping your distance with others, mask up, hygiene and all, sanitizing and all that. And I think people of our generation, because we went through the whole MCO and whatnot, right? At the back of our minds, right now, we are conditioned to think, hey, what if this happens again? What if we have to shut down again? We always have that. We now, right? We, in a way, I think people who build businesses now, we always have this thought in our mind, in the back of our mind. Hey, what happened if they need to shut down for 2 weeks or 2 months? Moving forward, we can't shut down forever. But let's say, like 10 years from now, another pandemic explodes.
Yep.
All right. How are we going? What are we going to do? So in a way, I think our the businesses, the people from our generation now, we will be a bit more prepared. We are a bit more mentally prepared to deal with this kind of major crisis. We will be more resilient in the future, towards setbacks and whatnot. But
Yeah, I believe so.
But the bigger point that actually I want to make now is this: we have been in shutdown for 1.5 years. All right, and now that vaccination is like, we are like 80%, 90% vaccination, the government is just going to say, fuck it, we are opening up. All right. And like what you said, the last 1.5 years, people have been bored. They are looking for ways to spend money. Their income may have been affected, but they are still looking for ways to spend money. Right.
But I think more on that. I think income affected. I mean, today Brennan issued a statement to say only 1.9% of people out there will come to a point that they really out. The rest of them got money, and people are spending more than what they used to be able to spend, because they're like, they're more open to the idea of spending than before.
I know. I spent 20,000 this year on a number plate.
That one I cannot say lah. I cannot comment. Kon is a person who will probably will actually repeat that again.
Hey, come on, the combo can only appear once lah.
But it's not the same now. It's like WLK, correct? It's sorry.
That would have been, but I don't know where
there's a car out there, guys. If there's a KWL 25884, is it? 84? Please buy and sell to Kon, because he's gonna be a millionaire very soon with his business. Buy the car and keep. This guy will buy, I already tell you, I'm giving you money. I never buy you. No problem.
Yeah. So the thing is that right now, with economy opening up, it's going to fly. It's going to take off. And the thing is that we are looking at a boom ahead of us. Yeah. And like what you said just now, barrier of entry. Now, when we are at our lowest, all right, a lot of businesses have shut down. A lot of people are out of jobs. But now is the best time to go in, because now the cost of entry is comparatively low. Imagine when you want to start business in boom time, the cost of entry will be higher.
Put it this way, just give you a small example. A while ago, if you open a makan shop and you don't have proper seating, it's frowned upon. You can't do delivery. But today, you can do a makan shop only get delivery. Today, people are more open to the idea of I can accept certain things. We can accept, for example, you can have a makan place with like a club kitchen, whereby they don't actually have a place to actually sit down and eat. So that is something that's only happened now in today's world. People today are open to the idea of pay first before the anything comes, whether it's delivery or whatever it is. They're paying now. Online payment is there. So a lot of stuff has happened now, which wasn't there before.
Correct.
And people who are already open, it's like they are forced to abide. Example, I saw this restaurant near my place. 2 shop lot seafood restaurant. 2 lot was a big place. I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. But now 100% takeaway. Even now they don't have no driving anymore. So in front there, they've got like 20 boxes with numbers, and they say
Correct.
go pick up,
Correct.
you know.
Correct.
But how long can they survive? Because the
See,
overhead was already at the level.
you see, the thing is, yeah, but you see, the thing is that at least these two restaurants you are talking about, they have
It's
learned
one
to
restaurant with
adapt.
two places, you know, one big
Yeah, they
restaurant.
have learned. They have learned to transition their business
Mm.
to a mode of operation that allows them to still generate revenue. Whether cover cost
Yeah,
or not, we do
secondary.
not know. But they're
Mm.
still generating revenue. In a way that is acceptable. That is acceptable in current SOPs. Because, like it or not,
Yeah.
you cannot safely congregate people.
But
Uh,
but they see that the point I'm making is that's them trying to adapt and survive. That's on
mm,
one side.
mm,
But now I'm making the point of about starting out new. You must
yeah.
understand that when you do accounting, you'll see margins and stuff. You know, a
Mm,
lot of times there are inherent cultural issues in the company and how they
yeah.
operate. Those
Mm,
costs cannot be removed.
mm,
But when they go to a merger, when we go to restructuring, when they go to a divestment, the
mm,
cost structure profile will change, and
mm,
then they will become thinner. Once they cut down the stuff, you notice people that before two guys do the jobs,
mm,
one guy left, they
mm,
automate. Now one guy do the same job plus one. Then that's the norm already. Then that's the new norm always. But if you open a business today, now in this pandemic,
mm, mm.
you are starting out with a new overhead structure, a new
Correct.
overhead philosophy,
Correct.
new
Mm,
overhead matrix. So you are very different. Simple idea, for example, if any of you have got even like car wash, I mean, this is for you, Kon. Okay,
mm,
if you remove cash from your business, Kon, let's say you
mm,
say strictly zero cash,
mm,
and you say, hey, Tana, zero cash, then I'm limiting people to pay. But think about this, what
mm,
do you think is the percentage of pilferage or loss of cash, or
mm,
just in the cashier business alone,
mm,
cashier money is lost?
mm,
Okay, when I was working
mm,
for Parks and Grand, when I was after my SPM, we used to get a 200 food every day, and it's like it's a common thing because money. It's like every day you're putting in like 100K money in out cash. Back then, way back then,
mm,
all cash. No credit card was there,
mm.
but not really big thing. Money will get lost. One, two, one,
Correct.
two, one, two, one, two, one,
Correct.
one, one, two. That's on a
Mm,
bigger scale. Then
mm,
you got theft is the issue.
mm,
For
mm,
any business today and said, I refuse to take cash,
mm,
immediately, bro, you are up 5% from just a gross margin perspective because
mm,
you are not having that loss already. And everything is tracked.
mm,
So if you imagine this, so a small shift has made a big leap in,
mhm,
and also you must understand that people when they spend on a card or a pay wave 18
mm,
ringgit,
mm,
they're like, oh, 20 ringgit, wave it, no problem. But to pay cash 20 ringgit is still painful. So the
mm.
whole mindset has changed. That's why people say that
Correct.
they want you to spend by card
Correct.
because why it becomes
Mm,
less painful to spend by card opposed to
mm,
by cash. So
mm,
my point is, if today you start a business,
mm,
all of you forget that you are actually at a very great point in human evolution in terms of how the business. Why you can set the rules of what is the norm, and people will totally be fine with it. If you say, like for
mm,
example, like I saw in Thailand, was brilliant. This idea, it was a place selling bubble tea and cappuccino. I think you saw it. It was
mm,
Kanjai, and basically you come in there, and then there is a wall,
mhm,
and there's a book coming up on the wall like a stand, and you
mm,
go in there. You said you want, then you knock and open. You said, and I said, what do you want? And I said, I want this. They pull a tray, you put the money in, money goes in, you wait, and then next to another part of the wall, it opens up, your drink comes out.
mm,
so like, so like, so imagine, it's
mm,
basically a vending machine,
mm,
but it's actually a physical book behind there, but a vending machine, lah. So imagine, and outside is very nice. They stick the card, they stick the sticker, and like a vinyl sticker and all that, like, very nice, like looking, But in a normal sense, you open, let's say, a cafe. Okay,
mm.
you will spend on renovation, the lights, the fixtures, the table, the
Correct.
chair.
Correct.
Now behind the scene, everything happening, whatever issue, all you see is this is the interface, and they just change the rules. They change the rules by doing that. But in
Mm,
Malaysia, the level, but think
mm,
about it. The rules were changed. The rules
mm.
of engagement can be changed today because we're in a pandemic. You can set the
Correct.
rules of what you're gonna do.
Correct. Correct. So the thing is that I mean, yeah, you know, this whole pandemic time, right? A lot of people complained they were bored lah and all that. I never had that feeling because the whole time my mind
Yeah,
was thinking, you know, what if this, when MCO was the first MCO, remember, it was just for
yeah,
2 weeks. All right, but in the back of our minds, we all know that, hey, this may be 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, but at that time we
yeah,
still saw a light at the end of the tunnel. We thought
yeah,
that,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
max 6 weeks lah, it will drag on away, but max 6 weeks lah. But it kept going and going and going and going. But that whole time, right, in my mind, I was already stealing myself. Hey, what if this lasts 6 months? What if this lasts 1 year? So
Yeah.
I was, the whole time I was thinking, you know, hey, how do we, how do we do to survive? That's why
Correct.
I was like so motivated. You know, I kept doing videos from home. Right,
Mm-mm.
I folding clothes that time. Also, I do Q&A and answer video. I
Yeah.
remember that. And then later on we came, and when Thomas came on board, he came up with Top Gear, and then I was like, then after that, all of us jumped in the bandwagon. We did our live shows, but the whole time I was like, I never had that feeling of boredom or
Mm.
demotivation. I just
Mm.
kept thinking, how do we reinvent ourselves
Mm.
to operate in this new normal, to be more
Yeah.
resilient? And like what yeah, exactly what Theophilus is saying. How,
Mm.
you just think, how do we upgrade
Mm.
once ourselves,
Mm.
learn something new?
Yeah.
Like we
So yeah, comments here. Okay, can
yeah.
invest in your new business. You wait first. You wait and come and talk to the con after this. But
After shop book out, come visit me. All right. So yeah. So we have, so during this pandemic, we have also introduced this, actually all this live show concept happened because of the pandemic, right?
yep.
Last and we all know that because we have to stay at home and do all these shows, we have also come to accept that, you know, the certain limitations of things that happen when you have to broadcast from home. Like, you see, like last time, when you listen to radio interviews, right, it's always crisp and proper audio.
Yes.
Now you listen to a radio interview, sometimes you will hear police siren lah, sometimes you will hear dog barking lah, kids crying lah, and all that, because the person that's being interviewed is doing it from home.
Yes.
And we have come to accept that as perfectly fine.
Correct.
Right, and you know, like today, our interview, what we are doing now, we started at 9:30. Do you know why
Mm.
I logged in at exactly 9:30 sharp? Because 9:15 I was still at my mother's house. When I answered your SMS saying, okay, I'm coming, right, I was still in my mother's house.
Yeah.
So I got home, got my kids, put them to bed, then I simply sit down here, open up my laptop, I saw the clock on my laptop, 9:29. Oh shit.
Right. And that's not possible. So we're going to go to a commercial break, and we come
Yeah.
back. We're going to say what inspired Con say the story about me. I know what story that is.
Yes.
I said to
You
me
are one
what
of the
that is.
key hunters in this, you know.
I don't know what, honestly, I don't know what that is. But we'll know about it after this commercial break from Eagle Cloud
Yeah. See you later, guys.
When I switched to Pro Mileage, in my case, I got 47% of savings for that time.
Pro Mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover, yet still cheaper, a lot less.
Hey guys, welcome back. I got the straight to work now. I saw me in a car. Portofino.
Oh, yeah, that's a background, man.
Jaga my mind.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gary is speaking from experience, I'll say that much.
Yeah. So you're talking about a story about me. What is the story? I don't know what the story
Okay,
is.
so it's the whole genesis of how I came about with the idea of starting this business lah. So actually it I mean, when I came on board Horizon, right, when I signed up to join Bobby from Car List, At that time, one of the things that was in the back of my head is that this is going to be my last employment contract with anyone, because the next step I'm moving from here, it's going to be self-employment.
Yes.
All right. And Bobby has always encouraged me towards that direction. That time when I joined, when I came on board Horizon, I was at a time of relative financial difficulty, because I still remember that time my elder daughter was just born. All right. I still had a healthy chunk of savings at that time, fortunately. But as I was clearing my bills, I was like, Nina, my monthly what you call it, my monthly expenses at that time consistently for 3-4 months was exceeding the combined income of me and my wife. I was thinking, oh shit, this one tak boleh, man. So I have this mindset, even though I have always been employed by someone, right? I've always had a bit of a hustling mindset. I always like, when I see I need money, I will find ways to earn it. I'm always on the lookout for opportunities to earn more money. But I've always done it with a brute force kind of approach. I want more. I always equate more to earn more money is more work. All right. So my default solution last time because before this with Carlis with Ottawa, I was a writer. How to earn more money? I always go and write article for other people. 300 ringgit, 400 ringgit, 500 ringgit per article. That bolsters my income. And for the longest time, right, during my bujang days, when I was in Ottawa, I was moonlighting so much that I was earning my side income actually matched my salary, So I was actually earning double of my.
So are you saying at one point all the articles were like, a lot of it are like same person writing across the board?
Oh yes.
Articles.
yes. The thing is that at that time, I take test cars. I take test cars, right? I write for that same test car, right? I will just reword that story and for 2 or 3 publications.
Okay.
One of my most profitable trips, actually, one of the most profitable trips was 2011 when BMW invited me to Germany to test drive for the international media drive of the F10 M5.
Yeah.
All right, and in that trip, we also got the chance to review the. At that time, the F10 they introduced the N20 engine. So at that drive, they also let us try for the first time the 520 and 528i. I think I came back from that trip, right? I sold at least 4 or 5 articles to other people, and it all the extra money from the side articles basically covered for my whatever expenses lah. My shopping there in Europe lah. Okay, so but you see that time I was bujang. I don't have to wake up to feed my kids, so I can afford the time, all right, to sit down every day. I finish work 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, leave office. I leave office at 7 to avoid the jam. Reach home, have dinner, 8 o'clock, start my computer again to do all my side hustles. 10 o'clock, sleep. I can afford to do that time because I had all the time in the world.
Yes.
So, so that was when, and in fact, at that time when Bobby was running his previous publication, he also subbed some work for me already at that time. So at that time, I always had this mindset, okay, I want more money, I work harder.
Yes.
So at that time when I was thinking, okay, how to cover the bills, right? I even thought of driving Grab at that time, right? So, and I talked to a few friends, and Bobby was one of the few people I talked to, because that time I still remember it coincided with the first Evo Enduro, and that was why I didn't go to the first Evo Enduro, because my kid was just born. So I thought, hey Bobby, you're going out of town, right? You need people here to cover for you or not? I told you my situation. I say, I have you cover, do the work for you. Your team go and do your thing lah. Then at least somebody is doing something for you. So at that time, Bobby gave me, he understood my situation and said, okay, fine, bro, I start you some jobs lah, to help. And at that time, the extra money that I earned from him really helped me cover my bills. Then a few months after into this arrangement, he offered me a job, basically because he suddenly had a free up headcount, so he offered me a job. And one of the things he told me was that, you know, he wants he outlined his whole vision of Horizon, right? What we are seeing now here, and he hoped that, you know, it would help me on my path to eventually uh, run my own business as well, all right, with associated with him. So I was thinking, so that was the one of the early seeds that planted in me, is that okay, this is going to be my next my last employment. After this, it's going to be
But not your last business, lah.
what?
Correct? This is not your
What?
last business.
Yeah, it's going to. I mean, yeah, of course there
It's
will
going
be.
it's going to be, and I guess that's the whole beauty about business. I know you create a platform, and I guess where this will end up, only God knows. Because from what I've heard talking to you, you got a whole plethora of things lined up in this venture. Yeah.
And you know, during this time with Horizon, Bobby encouraged me to start my YouTube channel. You know, he also involved me a lot in some of the client negotiations. You know, to get deals done and all that. So basically, I in these 4 years I learned a lot about, you know, some of the more subtle things about doing business. Sometimes it's not earning money is really not about brute force. It's not about I do this much work to generate this much money. Sometimes it's about how you enable the dots to connect. How you facilitate things from happening, how you supply your brain power to tell person A to get to connect the work done by person A with person B, person C to ultimately deliver your a final product or service that will benefit customer. All right.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, I mean, I arrive at this example. It's not like Akio Toyota go to the factory and put the cars down together, put the cars together. He is the one responsible to ensure that the whole Toyota machine on the global scale operates as you know, as the flawless, as smooth a business as possible.
I mean,
So
it's like I was looking at this guy on TikTok. TikTok is a fantastic place to be, lah. You know,
yeah,
I hear a lot of things now, and talking about how easy. Let's say you um I know let's say you are a website designer.
yeah,
You can, and I get all of you that think you say how easy to do website. Yep, easy, templates can do and stuff. And let's say you got template to do a car wash. Let's say la
yeah,
car wash website, like, you know.
mm,
Go on Google, search car wash, find the car wash names, see which one got website, which one got the left. Well, the left, and say, look here, I here you have no you don't have a car wash. Here I do for you already. Prove your subject templates there. Yep, it's done. This is it. This is a website. Do you want it? Do you want this? I can have it live for you.
yeah,
So it's about people want to do business,
yeah,
but instead, like, you know, you got to reach out to connect to them, and maybe not you actually doing the website, someone else is doing it, you know, because you got the template and you got just to
correct,
recreate,
correct.
like, you know.
Yeah.
But the ones who do business, like really business, are the ones who don't actually like, okay, I buy and sell. That's not business. True business are basically, as Kon says, connecting the dots. You know,
Correct.
finding
Correct.
who are the consumers, who are the ones who wanting the services, who has it, and to be able to provide that package or a solution. Like what Kon is
Correct.
doing is, it's not what Kon doing today is not a car wash like. He's being humble, like, you know. What he's doing is getting the correct vendors, correct partners. He's getting what we call correct associates, you know, who do the ancillary businesses.
Correct.
He's getting the environment, the infrastructure, the ecosystem of Horizon in there. He's getting, and if you think about this, you know, Horizon has not done their part, but in the physical world, it takes another thing altogether. So it's bringing
Correct.
all these elements and putting it together,
Yeah.
and holding like an octopus, say like, yes, now it's a package.
And the thing is that, and don't get me wrong, all right. There is a lot of hard work involved. I believe at the early stage of the business, you can't run away from going to ground, from you know, from getting your hands dirty, all right. But you have to put that structure in place so that, you know, so that the thing can ultimately run even in your absence.
Right.
Yeah. And Nakiuddin here, got it spot on. I believe in business. Invest Business is providing a platform for others to earn as well. All right. So if the people who are working with you, all right, are earning, naturally they'll be motivated to help you earn also, because you earn more, it equates to them earning more.
I like how it says ripple effect. I mean, people forget
Exactly.
the word ripple effect means you put a stone in a pond. It just it's a ripple effect. As you keep going, the wave become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then
Yeah.
at one point it'll come back to you again. You know.
All right.
So
Yeah.
so,
All right.
so yeah, and that's just physics.
And
You know?
we've got Bobby in the house.
Hey Bobby, how are you, man?
Yeah.
Are you free? Want to join? Let us know. I just came back.
So yeah. So yeah, we're supposed to tell you how it all started, right?
Yeah.
So
Ask on
the
how it
yeah.
started.
So the snapping point really was when we announced that Bing was branching off to create drop the top. Send Bobby the link. Okay. So it all started from that. It started from it, that planted the first seed in my head. This is the path that I should be taking, right? To create to be my own business owner that remains affiliated with Horizon. Then the next part of the question was what? Was what? And I let that thought sit in my head for the longest time ever. Okay, and this was and the next trigger was where you came in.
What did I do?
So do you remember there was one Monday live show that you and Bobby was live, and you
Wait,
two,
Bobby is here. Hey, come. Bobby.
Hey.
Sorry,
Hello.
Bobby.
Where were you?
I was out having dinner with my boss.
Okay.
So kind of thing, ready? The story now. So what happened? It's trigger point.
So what happened was there was this one Monday night live show. These two hantus here, they just put me on the spot now asking, Kon, you always say you want to buy M5, right? What is the game plan? What game plan did you put in place to ensure that you have that money to buy that M5? So and you remember I didn't answer you at that time.
Yeah.
Because the thought in my head at that time was, I need to multiply my income.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, right, I'm a very cash flow oriented kind of person. Yeah. I look at how much I earn in a month, all right, and from there I judge how much I can afford. That is, I don't, when I look at how much I can afford, I never look at the savings in my bank account. I always look at how much I earn every month, and I make judgment from there. So that was one of the key things that I need to and that was when at this point then I was thinking, okay, we are just coming out of a pandemic. There is no way I can go to Bobby and say, hey bro, I want to buy my M5, can you give me a raise? It doesn't work that way. Now it's not the time for that, right? Business has been down for the last few months, and now only we are starting to pick up. So then it gave me the idea, okay, I probably need to to think harder on the business model. Then there was another show that Bobby did with Thomas. Okay. So it was just the two of them, I remember. All right. And Bobby said throughout this wisdom again, you look at the what you want to earn, okay, right? And then you break down that what you want to earn monthly, divide it by 25 working days or 30 days or whatever, and further divide that into how many working hours a week, working hours a day. All right. And then you structure it and say, okay, then you see, okay, I need to earn 20 ringgit an hour. I need to earn 50 ringgit an hour, 100 ringgit an hour. So all that primed my mind towards the direction, okay, then I started thinking, okay, what can earn me this amount in this time frame? It got me into that mindset really. And I was thinking of a lot.
Very thorough, huh?
Yeah.
Very
And
detailed.
the thing is that the thought of walking away from Horizon also never crossed my mind, because at the end of the day, I'm here in an ecosystem that I'm happy with. I have a platform that I'm happy with, well provided, and what my primary skill set right now is being in media, maybe writing articles, doing YouTube. But me starting off another publication, what is the point? What I mean, I might as well stay at Horizon and continue to do it. So then then I started, for many months, I started thinking, what is it that I can provide for Horizon? That, what kind of of service or product that I can provide to complement what Horizon is already doing right now. So a lot of things came to my mind, and ultimately I decided, you know what, we already have an Evo Club car wash brand, and I've been, juggling between that and all my media things, right? Why not I just take it up as as my primary responsibility. All right, take myself out of the company payroll and be responsible for this business unit P&L.
Bobby, I must say,
Yes.
you create very loyal people.
It's no, it's not about creating
Like
what.
loyalty, like
It's about
team Bobby.
it's about I really want to see
Mm,
my good friend, my team members,
mm, mm.
um, pursuing a path like that. That's why
Yeah.
that time it's like Kon, you in charge, Evo Club Car Wash. Because ultimately he would learn all the A to Z,
Yeah.
right? And
Mm.
because it's always like this one. When you do not know something entirely, it seems impossible to imagine that is something that you may be able to venture in.
Yeah.
But during your job role, you learn the basics of it, right? That's the basis of everybody starting their business, right? Everybody, they got they because of their previous job, they learn the intrinsics of it, then they
Correct.
step and go into that business.
Correct.
I mean, put aside people in businesses like oil and gas, banking, that's a bit difficult lah. I work as a bank officer. I decided to open my own bank. You can't, right? But for everything else, be it an advertising firm, a law firm, a small E&E company, small construction company, it all starts like that at the end of the day, because they went in, they worked, So in a way, of course, I'm happy that Kon is like, fuck this shit, let's do it,
Yeah.
because he has gained enough knowledge while he was given the role to perform this, to make him feel confident enough, and that was actually the plan, and same with Beng, putting Beng in charge of the merchandisers, for our eventual accidental. I was wearing this to my dinner just now. So just now I was with my ex boss. Actually, the only boss I ever I ever accept as my boss because he's my only boss that isn't dumb. In fact, he's always the guy who gives me guidance. He's my ex boss that sells personal digital assistants when I was in Silicon Valley. So he was always my mentor. When I always face difficulties and all that, I go to him. He will always give me his advice and all that. He's 1 year older than me. Today he's retired already. So basically, had dinner with him just now, and Sorry, I was late.
Hey, no worries, man. It's good to have you here. So, that was the whole genesis of that was the whole A to Z of how I arrived at this point.
And Kon talks about cash flow. It's like, I always think about cash flow.
Can I hold you for a while? Gary said this. I was sued for venturing into a business where I learned from the previous company. Gary, do you know that Non-Competition Act in Malaysia, right? No. This doesn't fall into Non-Competition Act. What was it? The one whereby you work for company A
Yeah.
and then the company A tells you that you have to sign a contract that you cannot join company B that is in the same industry after you resign a certain number of years, right?
Yeah.
This thing has no legal standing in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Even among accountants and lawyers, whatever,
Yeah.
you cannot enforce that because why? Like,
Yeah.
because they made me sign a contract like that, like, But I said, I'm an accountant. What if I go elsewhere? I'm also an accountant. If you say that means
Correct.
then I don't be an accountant for life. How can you not?
Exactly.
Especially with professionals, you can't do that.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but you cannot steal clients away, that was different altogether. Yeah, you won the case.
Yep, I won the case.
Good.
Yeah.
Malaysia actually is very good. They don't allow capital to exploit employees in this manner.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair.
But a lot of people were scared, right? When the HR asked you to sign this, and a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are so afraid of companies in Malaysia whereby they're like, hey, my boss gave me a 3-month, what is that?
Notice,
When you want to switch job, notice period.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boss gave me a 3-month notice period. I need to serve that 3 months before I can switch jobs. If I violate this, I'm afraid of my reputation. Reputation, your F. I tell you, if you found another better job, right? You want to leave your current job, but your boss make it difficult. Very easy. Just don't turn up for work. You don't turn up for work for enough days, they fire you. Maybe they need to pay you compensation. That's when they come back and tell you that and negotiate a release term. So I never play this bullshit. Kon can attest this. I never play this bullshit. Anyone who works for me say that, hey, I found a better job. Oh, okay, by all means, good for you, bro. Go ahead.
I mean, the important thing actually is to ensure that whatever tasks in your hand is properly handed over to your teammates, and you should be free to go.
Well, Kon, I think you've seen it. Even some who did not complete their task, I'm okay with it, because at the end of the day, when one person already wants to leave, right?
The mind.
What do I do?
The heart is not there.
Yeah, exactly. I wish them well. That's it. By all means.
That's why when I first broached this topic to you, right, Bobby, I told you, I said, I'm talking to you from the standpoint of a very happy employee, but I've decided to make this move for my own self elevate to raise my own game to the next level.
Kon, actually, right, what you are venturing into, right, for a lot of mid-sized SMEs, right, or small-sized SMEs, right, it is a very natural progression because a lot of senior employees would go to their boss and suggest a new business division. And then it just happened. It's a very fluid and natural thing for the boss. It may not feel natural for the employee because the employee will feel like, oh, am I betraying my boss? Am I what? But actually for the owner of the company, is a happy thing to have someone come up with an idea to run it, and then there's a nurturing thing going on behind it.
Correct.
A very natural thing.
Because it's in a way it's a facilitation of growth. Right.
So there's a comment here from Nakikuddin Muhammad Rafi. How about an Evo Club WhatsApp center per every state brothers? Got car wash there, got meetup, lepak there, serve food, etc. Got place stay, Evo Club. And I think that the point is, if you guys want to front it, you want to do it, get hold of Bobby, contact Bobby.
By all means.
And that's the point I'm making here. This is a family here, Evo Club, very open to a lot of things. If you got something, an idea, contact Bobby, contact Kon, it's to help each other.
If anyone who stays in a city or a state that is not so convenient for them to venture into what I do, like maybe a lot of fans would message me and say that, wow, Bobby, I love your life, you can do this, I love cars as well, but I don't know how to start and all that, right? Hey, Horizon is the best platform. Let's say you stay in Kuantan, right? You have no connection with the car makers or whatnot, right? You wish to do what I do, right? Just hit us up, show us that you have the capacity to do it, and then we will try our best to nurture you, pull you up, and then you are on your own. A good example is Nas Abdullah, right?
Yeah.
He's in Johor. He's not in KL. He emailed me last year, a few days before I went for Enduro. So I did not reply his email. He thought not last year, 2019. Yeah, he thought it was, I must be lousy. Bobby don't reply me and all that. But after the Enduro, I came back, I saw his email, and then I saw his video. I was like, damn, you are good, bro. You know, he has the looks, he speaks well and all that. He has the passion. And I'm like, hey, by all means, come on, let's do this together. And look at him now. He's 5 times my size. His channel subscribers.
When he came to see you, he was at 10,000.
Yeah. And he is, and then of course I try my best to pull him up. You know, he come to KL, I arrange cars for him, pull him to Ferrari, let him drive Ferraris, let him drive my cars. You know, feature him. It's the same thing with Fadil as well, Kadok. And now they are totally independent, and I don't take a single cent from them. I do not take a single cent from them. We are just like an alliance, and sometimes when we have special projects, we show client their profile. They are big enough, client likes it, and then by all means they get to earn as well. So that's how it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, that was my sorry.
I know it was. So Derek says, is the Evo mobile car wash still going on?
Yes. I'll be managing this too from my.
Okay, let me say a little thing. All right, the whole mobile car wash. The moment we completed everything, the app, and then the lockdown happened. But we also noticed another thing. Another little bump is that the mobile van requires a GDL license. And okay, it's not too much of a pain to get the GDL license, but it is a pain, right? You have to go and attend a 7-hour class and to sit in an aircon room with 50, 60 people. Is something that the government don't allow during the whole pandemic period. So nobody could get their GDL license that time.
Correct.
And then we noticed that to sit there and then to wait for another month to get the license became a barrier for someone to start a mobile business. So we actually further R&D and make it into something whereby anyone who wants to run mobile car wash can actually use their own car. And basically the Evo Club mobile car wash app, right, will be something whereby, let's say you sign up for the app, it will give you one app for you to use, and your customers can book you, and then you have your billing, your payment gateway, everything happens in there. And if you use your personal car, you do not need to rent a van, which may cost you 2,500 per month. And you also do not need a GDL license. And as we all know, those who drive vans always get stopped at roadblocks.
The only drawback is you cannot carry that water tank along. So it means that you will be limited to serving customers that require their water supply.
I'll even show you, guys, the app here. So the app is actually up and running. It's there. Yes, they haven't been launched in the public yet. That's all, and it's all there.
And we don't want to launch. We actually don't want to put the app up on Play Store. The problem is this: if we put it up on Play Store, and we only have, let's say, 3 vans running around, right? And when people start downloading and then they start to call for the van, right, it's gonna have a huge backlog, and then you have a lot of complaints and all that. So what the plan was to have, when Kon's place started, he will have a mobile car wash there to go and service those in the vicinity, and you all book through the app. Am I right, Kon? The one, right? And the app will only be given to people who belong to the region. So we will ask our Evo Club members who belongs to this region. Actually, we can send them the link for those who are in the region, because and when you sign up for Evo Club, you basically put in your area as well.
So the thing is that, right, the van allows the service to be delivered to you without crowding out the space in there. So it's more convenient also.
Basically, if you just want a quick car wash, you don't come and occupy my bay lah. I'll send a van to you lah.
Don't say like that.
I like the idea. Is like if you've got a few cars, You must do it. You know what? Okay, one shot they come and do 3-4 cars and done
Yeah.
with it. It's easier.
Yeah, man.
Instead of like one over and over.
Nana, I like your Maserati Grand Cabrio Pro Max. When are we checking out the car, bro?
No lah, I want to settle off my the loan thing first. I'm buying something else, as you know. I'm buying this thing. I want to get that off my mind, clear my mind first. Then I do the second bit, you know.
Wait, you're buying this thing? Is it that thing that we
also bought together?
We booked together. I'm trying to buy.
I haven't replied the guys who are giving me the money to do so because I'm trying to buy another one cash so I can buy this one. Doesn't make sense, but yeah. No, not pay cash, but settle off one of it so I can get this, you know. Yeah. All cryptic.
I can imagine the bank. What do you call that? The banker looking through my profile, and then the eyes went like my commitments. The guy must be like, wow. This one.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, and I think so that's another story for another day for my car. Yeah, the next
the things we do in pandemics,
I have the most understanding wife, I must say, for the shit that I do. She's very understanding.
I would imagine.
But yeah, so today talking about, I guess, starting a business in the pandemic. We spoke about how this is probably one of the times where you look back and you go like, our kids to say, like, Dad, why not buy Bitcoin? Dad, why never do this? Why never start a business during pandemic? So this is be one of those things like look back. Yeah, you had opportunity. Why never do it? So
wait. Speaking of, just now when I log in and watch, right, you guys were just talking about the M5 thing. So I would just like to ask, like, Kon, maybe I don't know whether you want to share or not. What actually goes through your mind that resulted in you did not take up my offer that time?
Offer.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the consideration? Or you wanna explain? Sorry.
What
Worry.
Yeah, that's one thing, right? And the thing is that, I think based on what you offer.
What if the gearbox exploded, right?
Yeah. Right? What if, installment, road tax, all that one can work out. Those are the predictable things. It's the unpredictable things that, I was like, wow, if I can't sort this out right, the car will be just parked there and I cannot check it out from the workshop. Because right now where I am, if it's a say if it's a 535, I think okay, I'm able to sort it out. But M5, okay, I
think that's a mental. It's just a mental block because right, Kon, the only difference between an M5 and a 535i is only 2 pistons more.
Yeah.
2 spark plugs more. And 2 more coil packs and 2 more con rods. That's it.
A lot more plumbing.
Well, I think the plumbing is the plumbing is the same.
More complicated.
No, the plumbing is the same. Vacuum hoses, yes, could be more. Okay?
Yes.
Right.
And to Bobby's point there, lesser stressed engine than a 525.
That one I'm not sure, but
it's like because you're not running at the same RPM.
True.
But let's put it this way. This is an engine with 2 ECUs.
Yeah. But you also must understand these are cars that, like put it this way, like today, you could get a LS motor, and there are things online now. You can build your own ECU using Raspberry Pi and all that stuff. We're living in a world whereby, looking back, it's like, this is actually very easy. It's hard to be, if you were buying an M5 back then, to buy it, I tell you, I hold my thing and I'm like, so scared, so scared, But looking back is easy because all the problems they solved already. We've seen everything, all that is done already. Everything, all the answers are already there.
Kon,
So, yeah.
Kon,
let's
I have to
do that.
say this lah. No Honda City owner even can suddenly afford when their gearboxes blow up.
That's true.
It's the
That's
same,
true.
A Honda City gearbox may cost 25-30K.
That's true. Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe
right?
brand new is 17,000.
17. You see,
Yeah.
so I think it's more towards fear lah. That time, right? It's more towards fear because like my case, right? If my Aston Martin gearbox blow up, right, I also cannot afford. Then
Your Aston Martin is the ZF 8-speed, right?
I know, but what I mean, what if I'm someone who has gone through countless gearboxes that failed, and my car was in the workshop, and I do not dare to take it out because I have no money. Right? So the thing is this: what I want to say is that nobody looks for predictability when they want an M5. There's no such thing as predictability. The key is we take up the challenge, right? And then we check the car, we service the car, don't drive like a stupid idiot, and then we see what comes by then, because we will never be in a situation whereby I can, let's say, Kon, 2 years from now, you have 20 car wash outlets.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Your cash flow per month, right, can buy an M5 like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it poses zero financial threat to you.
Yeah.
Okay. By then, you do not want an M5 anymore.
Wow.
Or by then, when you got an F10 M5 with your weekly income, okay, you no longer feel the excitement.
I see a point.
You no longer
see a point. It's like
when you can buy something easily, you no longer feel the excitement.
Correct. I made the same comment, Bobby, also. I think I spoke to Bobby, and I said, I wait so long, and come to a point like now, like okay, like if I buy now, like what? Like I should have bought a long time ago. If I buy now, like stupid, the one I want to buy earlier, So yeah, so Kon is right, because buying things. If you didn't think about the E39 M5, you would have thought about business. and if you thought about cash flow only, you never gonna come to this point, So doing what scares you, what you cannot do, that
for me, it's like the way I look at it now. It's like I have laid out, the things that I want to accomplish. All right, the things that I want to be able to afford to experience, to own, and I decided that okay, this is what I want, and like what Tana said, I'm putting a fucking action plan to guide me, to lead me into that direction. So I mean, of course, if let's say like if I have 20 car washers and and I have I'm at a stage where I can just take up pocket change and buy an M5. Probably at that time, you're right. Probably at that time, I won't be looking at an M5. I'll be like,
but isn't it sad? Isn't it sad, corner, that if you think about what cars are and what it gives you, it's not so much of M5 is better than Aston Martin or not, because at any point in time, what that car gives you from what you can earn, that excitement is real. My point is, when I won't say if when you're successful, corner, you would have lost the opportunity, or the pain, or the panache, to actually buy the M5 E39 when it hurt the most, when it felt the most, when that thing is gone.
I'll tell you when. Well, yeah. Well, it would have.
Wow,
but the problem would be by then, right? Okay, I know one. Kon actually don't really love the F10 M5.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Mm.
It's a nice idea to own an M5.
Yeah, it's a
F10
nice idea.
is the closest reach.
Yeah,
But and the one that he liked, he cannot find.
correct.
So I don't know. Then it becomes a perpetual excuse to not buy. I want an M5.
You gotta get Kon or do something else like about me.
Yeah. Well, the next car I buy might not even be a BMW.
Oh dear.
Actually, it shouldn't be a BMW. I've bought enough BMW for the last 5 years already.
Hey, if you buy an E39 M5, if I'm your wife, I will murder you.
I know what you
the same way, bro.
and no, and the third one, right, costs more than the other two combined.
Oh my god. It's like one night she find you outside your E39 and then you go like dragging your car.
I'll quietly swap the plates so that she doesn't know. Oh, it's the same. I just changed the body kit only.
Yeah. So that time is that I really want to. Okay, I'm not joking, ma. The time when I table.
I know you were not joking. I'm
not joking. I'm not joking because.
But at the time also, I told you, right. I can't put the our company into a position, into that kind of financial pressure. All right, just to scratch the itch on my kukuchao.
Well, the thing should be like this, Rabbi. Okay, wow. Okay, then maybe you say that, okay, Bobby, let's do this. Let's build up the car wash so that we can, have this kind of income, that we can cope for this. That is always what I want to see,
For me, it's like I set that goal. I want to build the platform that allows me to support that goal first.
But yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Wait, Tana's laptop restarting.
Yeah.
He said his PC got excited and crashed.
Oh damn. Damn. Yeah.
What time you all start just now, bro?
9:30.
Oh, 9:30.
9:30.
Oh, 1 hour 30 minutes already.
Yeah. Well, usually when it's the 3 hours here means it just goes.
No,
I told Tana I need to.
I'm actually damn tired. It's like this few days, right? I only slept like 4 hours every day.
Damn. Dude, that's not good for health, no?
I know, but
tak boleh, man.
Dude. No, the thing is this, bro. I just woke up. I never use alarm clock. I don't even need alarm clock, but I finish work at like 1:30 in the morning, and then I sleep. And then by 5:30, 6 o'clock, I would have popped up myself, right? And then coming to my office and
the whole MCO, right? There was so many days, so many nights. I also work until that kind of hours, but eventually it really took a toll on my health, bro. I was like, wow, because the whole lockdown time, right? When daytime, we were all preoccupied with our kids. You type like 2 or 3 sentences, or you edited 2 minutes of footage, right? Pop, this one fell down. That one cried. That one had to change diaper. So the only time that I was productive was really when after my kids go to sleep. So it's like then after that, then someone at my daughter's school time and all.
But I think your elder daughter, right? Even your younger one actually is actually old enough for you to actually, like my kids when I'm doing my stuff, I mean when it's serious now, you see, when I'm doing live they will not come in
right?
But when we're doing our Zoom meeting and all that, my daughter might come in so I think sometimes also like it's like how Tana do this, every time we see Tana would point. And then his
No,
children
I do that, but usually I refrain from doing it. You know, in the live show. Those two all kena rotan from me already, man.
Sorry guys, I'm back.
You don't see that
kena.
both kena rotan already.
My
Oh, you
sound
got
card-
rotan them one.
Rotan. If
Oh.
I don't rotan, I tell you, bigger devils, man. My younger one especially. There was one time I was filming a video on my car porch. It actually, my video actually caught her climbing the grill all the way to the top, you know.
I've seen that. As kids will be kids lah. So
But yeah.
So there's a question from Hasbullah. Bobby,
Yeah.
any new business coming your way?
Always got a lot of
ideas.
always got a lot of ideas lah, but no, I can say no, but I can't say no also, because everything is always pondering in the mind, and then I put
Correct.
down on paper. Putting down on paper is not for me to keep the paper. I'm someone who cannot keep papers. You know, you pass me a name card in the morning, and then by afternoon it's gone. You know, I'm someone like that. But putting down on paper allows me to mind map the thing, to look at the flow, the structure, and all that.
It reinforces the idea in your head, right?
Yeah, you get to
The
see.
very action of writing it down
Take it down.
reinforces it to it.
Yeah.
I
So I
think
do a lot of
finding,
that.
Finding right partners is always the biggest
Correct.
problem lah, because we can't do a business on our own, and yeah, it's just not easy lah, you know.
Yeah, I would say if you only find partners when your partner is way more experienced than you, or way richer than you, then you find a partner. You know, don't find someone who is on parity with you, basically experience the same with you, you know, and financial capabilities almost the same with you. These type of partners are useless. These type of partners, right, is actually like what, you know, it's actually it's the kind whereby when you need to jump off a cliff, having somebody else to jump off with you is feels better. That's only the reason. Yeah, that is the only reason. Some people are like, hey, get a few friends, you know. We call it what in Cantonese we call it tong tam.
We cry together lah.
Yeah. It's like,
They will in the same league, that they will also have pity on you why you fail. When you fail, you don't feel so bad because we all have the same reason why you fail.
Yeah. It's like you saw a ghost house, you know, you're damn scared, your friend damn scared, but the both of you will only be willing to go in when you all hold each other and go in, you know. You go and
Correct.
but both of you are damn scared, you know, it's useless. It's like, this type of partners, you will definitely quarrel when your business starts making money. You only start quarreling when you start making money. When you are still fighting, right, you won't run. I've experienced it so many times, betrayal and all that. All this will happen.
Yeah, personally, in my life, of all people I know, I've never had good luck with partners. You know that, that I've never found someone who can challenge me, to be empowered me, to be, you know, I've never been able to find that. Like, not easy.
But having your wife, then it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, as your business partner is totally okay, because you guys are on the same line, you know. On the same parallel. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, we've talked in length about starting on the pandemic. It's coming pretty late now. Obviously, Kon is going to do the announcement soon on his location where he's doing that, and we'll see a lot of tie-up within the whole Horizon ecosystem. A lot of things happening, like a lot. Like I used to do, I think another 2 hours.
I told everybody in the Horizon family, you know, there's going to be a physical space here at the heart of town that we will find. We can each work together and find ways where you know we can do something together in that space, make use of that space.
Okay.
Focus on your
small business.
Yeah. I was
like, let's say
talking about Kon.
You have your car wash clients, right? And then I call you, hey Kon, let's shoot a video together. You should answer me, fuck off, Bobby. I'm running my business. Don't kacau me. shoot your video elsewhere.
Yeah.
I got a business to run. That should be the laser focus as a start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we caught up earlier this afternoon with Kon and part of the tie-up and stuff. Like I was saying to Kon, like, that as a partner coming to you, we got to come to you with things that why it's easiest for you to kind of maybe integrate. But your focus is like, is that providing the best quality possible to be the best of the best, for that service, because and then that's what counts, like, being
because that's the core. That ultimately is still the core business. It's called car wash.
Should we always find a rich partner? Why would a
This
rich partner
is a very interesting question to
Okay, a lot of people have this misconception about rich people, right? Especially those people who self-admit that they are poor. They will always think that rich people are assholes, are stingy, are not willing to share their knowledge, and won't want to help people. Actually, right, every single like rich people I've met, right, they are all super duper nice, super duper nice. As long as they see you have the passion and what you propose is actually something you really want to put your heart into it, and they see you have the willpower to want to do it, right, they will always help you 100%. You just
a rich partner has
don't try
time,
to act like you are damn smart, try to be what you are not. I can tell you, someone who is 40, 50 years old, right, they will see through you. If you're, let's say you're 25, 28-year-old, right, they will see past you in 5 minutes, 8 minutes, and if they're still willing to spend their time to sit down and talk to you and give you advice, right, that means they see something in you. And I always notice this, all of them are super nice. It's not that they become rich then they decide to be nice. It's because they are nice then they have a chance to become rich. I mean those doing legal business one, seriously, they are all super nice.
And also I think you must understand that people who are rich, they don't have the time. They don't have the time for them to do things like, one thing that they can't do is replicate themselves. So if you are willing to put the time 100% and you go in there, you know what, and you have a business is there. And I think everybody out there say, oh, I have no money to do business. You know what? If you do your business plan, if you thought things through, everything you plan out carefully, everything is there. Like, okay, I think I need 200K, I want a restaurant. Then how? I think I'll do. Then I'll see how. Like, you cannot. Because once you're at war, you're at war. You have not to think about everything else. The businessman must come first. So yeah, I think Bobby, you're right. I think finding money is the most easiest thing. Finding a business plan that's foolproof and coming up with a plan, and as Mark says, that is the most the hardest part. Do your paperwork, do your planning. As what Kon has done, all that, the relationships, the vendors, it's not easy, lah. It's not easy to come up with all these things. People are humble. Yeah.
I don't exactly agree with this.
Yeah. For you, maybe 100,000 is out of your imagination. How to ever get 100K cash in hand. But if you come up with a good business plan, 100K for a businessman is like, okay, it's a risk, but it's only 100K, and they'll say 100K is there. What's my exit plan? If anything happens, if the asset is liquidated, I got 50K left in the asset because you bought this machinery and stuff. So 50K is my risk. 50K you get in there. So they do the maths. So if you come in there, you do the maths and all that. You know what? It's for you 100K is big. For them 100K is not. I won't say little pinky. They're just taking very analytical risk.
What is the equalizer between rich people and poor people? The one thing that everybody has the same amount of, it's time. So the thing is that all of us have 24 hours in a day.
Time.
And in order to stay healthy, you need to sleep 8 hours. That leaves you with 16 hours. And you can't work the whole 16 hours. You need your downtime, you need your lunch time, dinner time, sexy time, all these things that, so it means that your daily, you only have 6 to 8 hours of productivity every day. All right. And the thing is that, right, for rich people, there are 6 to 8 hours a day, right? They may spend on doing business that earns them they deal directly with business that earns them what, 15 million, 20 million. You know, whereas for somebody who you're coming up with a business plan, you say like, oh, okay, I got something, I need 100K. If you look at what you have to present and say, oh, okay, 100K gives you this kind of return. I have the 100K to spare. I can invest if your business plan is
also another thing, Kon, I think people who got money, you'd be surprised what thrills them, you know. Like they may have a business making millions, and they're like, okay, I make millions, fine, Someone say, hey, I want to do this, very exciting. They're like, wow, interesting, and it may not make millions, but it's so exciting, they also want to be part of it. They don't want to lose out. They want to get inside, you know. So sometimes it's just a passion or like a fear of missing out is there, and fear of something new to invest and try on, you know, curiosity. So yeah, you'll be shocked. You might think, oh, this fellow is millionaire, no way he will be interested in my thing, You'll be surprised, maybe surprised.
You see, sometimes like for people, it's sometimes like even people like us, right? We are in a stage of life where, say, 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit, it's something that we can take out and spend without thinking twice. We feel it, but we can spend it without thinking twice. But so it's like you see that, hey, this is something that intrigues me, you know, something that piques my curiosity, I'll take the money out and spend.
See, like this one, right? That is why when you run a proper business, you should have your, you know, your meetings and then your votes casted by your shareholders, right? And yeah, I agree. That's what happens with a lot of small businesses. You know, the business was doing well until each other's spouses get involved, and then just totally fuck up the entire business. And then all the partners, it's like, why did they close down? They were earning money. Oh, shareholders argue. You know, that's what happens when you start earning money. You know.
Yeah.
And I want to come back to just now that one. I mean, to closure lah. They say a rich people can raise a pinky and make other people rich, right? It's really not that case. I mean, I can guarantee this. Let's say today someone like Jonathan, right? He's a successful businessman. I can guarantee you can take away every single dollar that he owns, right? Zero-rise him, all right? And then I put another person who is currently having let's say, who is still stuck in their same position, same pay for the past 18 years, right? Every day miserable, you know, every day unhappy and all that, right? I zero-rise Jonathan, and then the other person, we give him 2 million startup money, 2 million. I can guarantee in 3 years, that guy would have lost all his 2 million, and our friend Jonathan here would have been somewhere, even with zero.
Yeah.
Because it's really, at the end of the day, right, it's really not about the money. It's how you come up with your business plan. You lay out the conditions to people who you think may be attracted to invest in you. Everything put in paper to convince them. And the thing is, these people know how to judge you. So at the end of the day, right, to start a small business, you actually don't really need to have your own money to start something. Seriously, you don't need to. You just need to convince the right people to invest in you, and then you can go somewhere. You know. Yeah. Anyway, and going into, a lot of people thought, right? Okay, I'm in employment now. The moment I go into business, I can fly. You know, it's really not a bed of roses, and and it's way more difficult than being employed. Is by 20-30 folds more difficult.
Because the thing is that when you're employed, you draw a salary every month.
Yeah.
The structure is there for you. The company structure is there. You just make sure you perform
Yeah.
your task. That's it.
Mm. Mm.
But when you are running your own business, you have to define the structure. You have to define the culture, right?
Mm.
You have to do the paperwork. You have to do all the bookkeeping and all that, and you have to coordinate
And Con,
between.
those things only happen when the small business was able to survive and continue on. Hence, the paperwork comes in.
Hmm.
Before that is war zone.
No paperwork, no accounting, nothing, zero.
Oh, no, nothing. It's
Nothing.
bloody war zone, bro. It's
Was
like
yeah.
yes,
My
yes.
when I had my own practice, I was telling Con earlier, the amount of money that came out of my pocket each month and paying my staff and all that stuff, I'm like, wow, I'm paying so much, but at the end of the day, I take back so little compared to what I'm paying out total salary.
Hmm.
And then it's like I'm working for the company, working for them, and he was so stressed out finding to pay salary each month. Stressful. And yeah, I just sold the business and walked off, but it's not for everybody, I will say it's not for everybody. It's
I mean, I'll give an example, Tana. Last year,
Mm.
November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, right? We did not cut, and we did not have any pay cut. We pay everybody on time, and until halfway, I am using my own savings,
Mm.
to pump into the company to pay the people in the company when I don't earn anything. So these are the things that
It's real.
people need to realize. Yeah, it's real. It's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
Forget pandemic, even normal times, it's real.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're coming to our 2-hour mark. It's been a long session.
Thank
It's
you.
11:30 now. Thank you for joining us. Watch out for Kon's video coming soon.
Yeah,
The announcement
yeah.
is going to be exciting. All of us will be there supporting Kon, and you can catch us there. It'll be an interesting and exciting opening. Hasbullah says, "I Bobby, become a business guru. Too much scammers already."
Oh, I'm way too not qualified to be a business guru. I mean, I can share what I've been through, but in no way I am a business guru. In no way. Yeah. Cannot match with so many experienced, really great people out there.
They say a successful businessman surrounds them people who are successful, who knows the job, good accountants, good lawyers, people who are knowledgeable, and nothing wrong in being the person giving the advice. And they may not be the best in being the guru. Like a coach, for example, a coach for an Olympian may not be an Olympian himself, but he's a coach. He does his job, and it's just the way it is,
Yeah.
You are my coach, Bobby. Coach Bobby.
So
Okay, last question. And hi, I want to ask, what advice would you give to youngsters who just came from uni? Somewhere here, the answer will be get a Z4 as your first car. But besides getting a Z4 as your first car, what is your advice?
I mean, it's too big of an open question, but I would just say that find ways to not mix with people of your same age. You've mixed with them enough, from primary, secondary, college. When they come out to work, just don't waste time mixing with people around their same age. So coming out for morning drives is a very good way to not mix with people of their same age. We see how people change. We see the youngsters that came out and joined us for drives. They are like 15, 20 years younger than us. And from the first time they join us until 1 or 2, 3 years later, right, we see them totally change. And they tell us that they cannot join with their friends anymore because they felt they're all idiots, So I think one of that way is don't mix with your same batch of fresh grads, bitching about their bosses, bitching about their clients, bitching about another person from another department in the company, and then going for karaoke sessions when someone closes a deal. All these are stupid activities. Someone gets promoted, everybody, all your same batch friends go out and celebrate. It's pretty stupid. It's better to go out and drive, and then suddenly you see next to you is a Z4, and then a Dato is driving, and then you all become friends, and that's where they grow mentally.
Yeah.
You want to hear a joke, Bobby?
Yes.
I'm trying to think now who I got friends who are my age. I think my age group I think Bobby and Kon. I think you're the only 2% that I know of within my age group that are my friends that I can think of now.
No, bro, you are.
But
no, we come to you
yeah,
to learn.
Yeah. But the point is, I always have never been able to never had friends my age because it's hard knocks life, and I think Bobby's point is excellent, spot on. You mature very, very fast. You think like this is all BS, I totally agree with that.
I mean, for me, the old-fashioned advice is don't let your youth go to waste. Don't stop hustling until you can't.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. As always, tomorrow, and 20, exactly same here. Tomorrow we've got Talk Gear, and Talk Gear tomorrow is a marathon. I believe it's show number 30 or something like that. It's a marathon. Join Thomas. On Sunday we are back with Mike Yap. We are doing, I believe, the top we're going to take one car of each, one Audi, one BM, whatever engines which are like the highest possible returns of tuning, so it'll be interesting because I think a lot of times we talk about like B48 and 20, but if you think about it like really objectively, bang for buck, one engine will have more gains than the other, and that's what we're going to talk about on this coming Sunday. And obviously Monday we're back again with Bobby, Kon, and myself, and we'll do another talk lah.
Just to highlight Gary's point, right, when he was in his 20s, he only makes it people in his 40s. I still remember we in our 20s was when we attended a lot of wedding dinners of our friends, right? When I was in my 20s, right, I actually attended a wedding dinner of my friend's son. I never thought that in my 20s I'll be in a position to attend the wedding dinner of a friend's son.
That one different level. Okay, guys, cheers, and see you tomorrow, I guess. Bye.
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 Good night, guys. Take care. Stay safe.